things like heat engagers, how you have to use your neutral tools. Actually a pretty big change on how a lot of people approach the game. But yeah, now a pretty much like different character almost.
Yeah,
with new Eddie is pretty interesting.
It is very interesting.
Especially in a world of Tekken. Because like now we got Lydia announced, right? Coming from
So how's she gonna be?
excited for her, right? And like she was already a pretty complex like multi-stance character in Tekken 7. So
yeah, they
I don't know what they're gonna do this time around.
They did add a lot of stances to characters this time. I think of characters like Jack, characters like Jin. You know, that stance game changing up. And even in I guess not most recent, the forthcoming patch that we don't have just yet, they tried to really amplify those unique characteristics, a lot of those things with stances. Like I mentioned, Jack, they're going to be adjusting the game plan so that the Gamma House stance is a little bit more viable and more central to the game plan, which I really like. Because Tekken is one of those characters that if you look at it from the outside, it feels like there's a lot of generic moves that every character has. So accentuating those differences can really go a long way.
Yeah, it's clear that the devs have kind of a vision of how they want to be approaching characters, both old and new in this game. Like what strengths, what tools they want to actually be utilizing, and versus, you know, what they maybe don't want to be seeing as much of. Oh, we're seeing a Jun and a
coming out.
Okay.
Jun's a character that has been all over the tier lists.
Yeah, points of contention, to say the very least.
It depends on how your most recent ranked match against a Jun went, because it can be very one-sided one way or the other.
Yeah, although I think as an overall trend, I'm definitely seeing that people acknowledge she's quite good. It's just how good is a little hard to fully determine, right?
Because consistency matters a lot. You can't just look at the peaks. You have to look at the valleys and how that affects a tournament match.
Right. Like, is this a good tournament character, or is she just more of a knowledge check? She's a little more gimmicky. It's able to be figured out. But either way, we're going to have Nina pushing the corner. There's our 1+2 follow-up with the guns. They're both going on that heat activation now. We got some
okay.
Hello.
Yeah, DRAGONSLAYER pressing the button sooner there, and that's where that scary Jun game plan comes in, because that damage output is insane.
All right, immediate EXBRAVER going for that round start. Heat engager into the heat dash burn as well, about half health, using all heat resource up to this point. Now we're getting poked a little low here. Oh no, you're holding too much damage.
So back and forth. Oh, great lead!
Yeah, this is going to be big.
You get to do that with heat in this game. It's not like your traditional supers or your rage arts, where if you read that wrong, you get blown up, because you're plus anyway, right?
Right.
It's like, okay, that's the once per round, mom said it's my turn on the Xbox.
Yeah, like no matter what, you are getting at least a couple plus frames, and chances are your heat smash also gives you more plus frames, so you got maybe 2-ish, which is quite a lot in a game like this where you do so much.
Yeah, like unless you got that low heat smash, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
The safe low that does 40 damage, yes please.
Well, thankfully, at least a decent amount of the low heat smashes are not safe.
Yeah. Some of them are.
Some of them, that is crazy.
It's a little bit, it's not okay.
That's not all right.
Or like at worst, you're going to get like jab punished.
Okay, yeah, well.
Like, is that so bad?
The reward is, yeah.
Is that so bad?
Let's do the DRAGONSLAYER clean up that first game with the Jun.
And I think you see that a lot, like, as far as the game plan, you don't see very many raw rage arts in this game. Honestly, you don't see rage art a lot at all. But you see those crazy heat smash reads all the time.
That is true. Because again, the safety of, I have a couple plus frames versus I am launch punishable. You know, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, exactly.
It really makes a huge difference. Oh my goodness, the sidewalk into the launcher. EXBRAVER had committed all the way to that string.
He just knew.
Hold this corner combo, stomp low as well. EXBRAVER trying to fight out. All right, here we go. We got a heat engage. Let's run up. What's the mix going to be? All right. Stay low.
Sometimes you just get kicked. DRAGONSLAYER trying to pull on those plus frames, get something started, and again, every time he's minus, he just pulls the trigger. Like, yeah, I know you're going to swing.
Okay. EXBRAVER got multiple follows, so the scoops off the ground after these resets. Finishing off with a 1+2 follow-up.
Look, it's hard not to swing. After the Jun offensive pressure, you block 8 moves in a row, and it's finally your turn. Of course you're going to hit a button.
Here it is. Yes, throw that power crush. Get that almost guaranteed damage out. All right. Nice combo here. Push to the corner.
Damn.
It's going to be. All right, poke low, poke low. Again, the heat engagement stuffed.
Pulls the trigger early on the heat smash, but like you're saying, just give those plus frames.
Yeah, just keep the pressure going in the corner. You're stuck here. I'll have to hold one more mix. And the low pokes have been devastating on EXBRAVER. Okay, we got more mids. There's a homing move. Sent flying. All right, Heat Engager going to get a punish here.
EXBRAVER's got to get out of these corners.
Oh, no.
That's just been the name of the game. DRAGONSLAYER finds one opening, gets you to the corner, and you just kind of die for it.
Yeah.
Like, I think back to the first round of this set, it was so back and forth. That solid spacing in neutral. If you can get back to that point as EXBRAVER, you've got a chance in this set. But the way it's going,
The
I mean,
aggression has been crazy. That's not even a character I always necessarily think of as like, okay, I'm going to be super up in your face and super pressing buttons all the time, but DRAGONSLAYER is not afraid at all.
no, absolutely not.
Okay,
Okay, now it's your turn. Oh, not the spring kick. Slow-mo to take the set.
Oh no, DRAGONSLAYER takes it 2-0 over EXBRAVER.
The spring kick of all things.
We did see the June switch off the Eddie, so we